Hey, everybody. Happy Friday. Look who's with me. Woohoo. All right. Hey, we got some people in the house already. George, you made it.
I made it. I'm here in the morning and I'm awake and bright-eyed and bushy-tailed or whatever you're supposed to say. I don't really know because I'm not really a morning person, but I'm playing one on television.
It was funny because I actually told George yesterday or a couple days ago, I said, George, don't worry. If you're a little late, we'll just bring you in because I anticipated problems.
Yes, well, there would have been a big problem if someone hadn't pointed out that we're on different time zones because you would have had the first hour to yourself.
Oh my goodness. Hello there, Carol, Tammy, Serena. Boy, oh boy, there's a lot of people in the house already. 35 peeps. Remember, we're just going to go over a few things in the beginning. We don't talk for 20 minutes. We're here to sell, and it's Fenton Friday, isn't it, George?
That's right. I'm so excited. I've got a bunch of fresh pieces, and you showed me a few of what you're bringing. I'm curious to see what you've got.
Yes, yes. So here at Fenton Friday, we do this every Friday at 10 o'clock. I'm going to let you know a little bit what's going on with me this weekend, and then George will tell you what's going on with him in the short term, and then we'll get started. So my channel, for anybody that's new, is Rosie's Auction House. This weekend, we have Trudy Mendenhall. Fenton artist Trudy Mendenhall is selling tomorrow night at 8, and she's bringing her last Halloween items of the season. And when she does Halloween, there's only 30 or 40 pieces for the whole season. So they're investment pieces. That'll be tomorrow night at 8. Sunday, I'm going to have a warehouse sale, which is going to include all kinds of stuff. Just all kinds of stuff. And we're starting our Christmas season. So that'll be Sunday afternoon. I don't know the time yet. And then Monday, we'll be back here with vintage at 10 at 10. So, George, what do you have going short term?
Oh, how cool. Well, that's really fun. I love that you're getting Trudy back because she just does, it was so amazing meeting her, and she does really great stuff, and especially her Halloween is definitely something she's really becoming more known for. So
yes,
I might have to come check out what you've got. I am with you today selling here. And then my next sale will be the following weekend, but that's going to be a real world sale at my storehouse in Kentucky. And this is a blowout sale. There will be some fresh stuff and some stuff from before. And it is all getting priced between $1 and $10. I think the most expensive thing in the house will be, there might be 2 pieces of furniture that might be $50 whole. So this is a blowout. And so that'll be Saturday and Sunday, the 28th and 29th, if you're in Western Kentucky, or if you're in Princeton, Indiana, because they've got a show up there that's about 2 hours north. I wanted to do it on a weekend when there were some other things happening in the area if people came some distance. I also think I'm going to have 2 or 3 people selling with me, so that should be fun. And then right after that will be for my level 2 and 3 members, their early access to my monthly eBay listing video, and I'll be putting 20 items on eBay. And there might be a piece or 2 of Fenton in that too, because I have a pretty good collection right now. So cool. I'm putting it out a little at a time.
If anyone wants to carpool from Michigan, I can go. All right, road trip, right, Otto? Hi, Brenda. Okay, I see some new faces. I see some familiar faces just to get right to the nitty gritty. George, he ships from Kentucky. I ship from Michigan. And you're going to see we're on 6 different venues this morning. So whatever room you're in, that's the only comments you're going to see unless you look at the bottom of the screen. If you look at the bottom screen, you'll see the comments. And there you go. You can see them. Sarah. Hi, Sarah. And all those comments are combined and shown on the screen. Now, when we get busy, we're only gonna show the active bidding. We're only gonna collect the first bid for that increment. So if there's 10 people bidding $10, we're gonna get the first 10. Okay. So George and I can see all those bids kind of collaborated, but you can't. Michigan, Eaton Rapids. Oh, you're gonna have to come to Teak Stock next year, Carol Sue. Jeez. All right. Okay, I'm going to start this party out, George. How's that sound?
Oh, that sounds great. Please do.
Okay. We do have a little bit of okay, how we're going to do it is we're going to try the music. If the music is too irritating to somebody, then we'll turn it off. But we usually do that for just a timing and a flow of the sale. We're going to do the music. And then if there's a lot of active bidding, we'll kind of pause a little bit. But when we put the timer on, you've got 30 seconds, and it's the highest bid right before the sold that wins it. So just so you know that, there's really no specific time we're doing, but we want to move quickly. So if you tell me you're out, that helps. But it's really going to be about the timer, and it's just a matter of if a lot of people are bidding. All right. So we're going to do shoes first, and this is going to be choice. And we'll go ahead and start these at $5 and go. And I will show you what we got. Hi, cowgirl. So here is the blue cat over the shoe. The blue cat over the shoe in Hobnail. And this one is from 1963 to 1969 in colonial blue. It's got the little kitty cat looking over the shoe. This blue is so gorgeous. So we'll start these out at $5. Whenever we do choice, we'll sell at least one. And then this one is an amethyst shoe made in 1994. And this one has the raised roses. These are both Fenton shoes, and you will get choice. So this one has raised roses on it. That's kind of a signature Fenton pattern. They did that a lot. You'll see a lot of lamps that have that raised rose pattern on it. So let's start these out at $5 and go. Hi, Renaissance. Thrill of the Hunt's in the house. Okay, where is Swifty and Kim Allen this morning? So colonial blue. Did you always see that little kitty cat peering over the shoe, George?
I think that started out in Victorian times, didn't it? I want to say one of the early companies came up with that notion of the cat coming out of the shoe.
Yeah, I had looked at this shoe for years and didn't even notice that little cat over the shoe. I thought
I didn't at first either. I thought it was the tongue of the shoe coming out.
We had talked about this blue glowing, $5 to start it. Just jump in. Look at it. The blue does glow, and you can see it on the cat. It glows. There's a green in there. We discovered that about a month or two ago, and the kitty cat's head does glow green. Hi, LaDonna. And don't wake them up. I think there's a big lag, you guys. Make sure you're in live chat.
Oh, yes.
And here we go.
Hey, we've got Melanie at 7. And of course, if there's a tie bid, the person who got it in first would be the winner. So if you're getting that someone before you, please adjust upward.
All right, we have $10 with Yvonne. Uh-oh, I hear an echo. Okay. Mel is out. We have $10 with Yvonne. This will be for choice. Nancy Eldred is at 12. $12.
Great colors.
Yes, they are. So one is more contemporary in the 90s. The other one is in the 60s. Nancy Eldred. Hi, Beth Kemper. Nice to see you this morning. Hi, Sharon Knowles. 125 peeps. Good morning, everybody. All right. We have 12 with Nancy Eldred. All right.
Okay, Don, you're at 12 too, but Nancy's ahead of you. Oh, Don's at 13. There we go.
Okay, and we're going to go ahead and do the timer.
This is a nice, easy way to wake up.
Yeah, start your day the rosy way. That's what we say around here.
That's right.
You'll get your choice. Linda McPhee is in at 14. Are you going to collect those bids for me?
I'm trying.
Okay, and I'll do it for you too. So we got to. All right. So 14 with Linda McPhee. Tammy says, George, you have such a pleasant smile.
Oh, thank you. Well, I brushed my teeth specially for all of you.
All right, here we go. Timer it out. We've got about 10 seconds left. Linda's at 14. This will be for choice.
Purple roses or blue hobnail?
Yes.
And we're going to find out now.
Hi, Mars. Ooh. Ooh.
Looks to me, if I'm seeing what you're seeing, that Dawn is the high bidder.
Yes, indeed. So it's Dawn followed by Nancy Eldred. So Dawn, you are the winner at 16. Let me
Curious
know.
whether she's going to take that purple with the roses or the blue that has the glow.
I know, I'm curious too. And this, if you turn this just right on some of these blue pieces, you'll see a little green in there. And that's when it glows. Never noticed that ever. Okay, so Dawn takes the blue. And Nancy Eldred, we have the purple one from 1994. 1983 to 1994. If you want that one. Hi, Critter Girl. You guys and your names. All right. So Nancy Eldred, let me know. Otherwise, it'll be up for grabs, and the price is $16.
Yes, and I know for you West Coast folks, a bunch of you are up early, so thank you for that. We'll try to make it entertaining. I think we've got some neat stuff for you today.
This is live. This is live, Lena. We are live.
Yep, this is it.
So who wants the beautiful Nancy Eldred passes? So the beautiful shoe, the amethyst shoe with the raised roses is up for grabs, and that is $16. Just claim the shoe and it's yours. Okay. And George, you ready to go?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. Well, let's see. My first, and yes, it is too early, and but I should take that off. Let's see. Oh, Nancy Adams says she'll take the purple shoe.
All righty. Thanks, Nancy.
All right. Well, my first round here, most of what I have today glows under a black light. I have pretty much custard glass and Burmese and just a few other things. So of course, it's very bright where I am, so I'll have to show you this. But here is, this is going to be choice on these. And we've got the two with the blue rose painting. And yes, they are glow getters. And I'll show you, well, I think the little one will show easier. There you go. It's so bright here, you're just going to have, there's the green in it. And of course, under dark conditions, this would really, really glow. So these are choice, and we're going to start these at $19 for choice for the custard glass with the blue roses. So there is the 6-inch bud vase or the little 4-inch vase with the detail here. Let me show you this up close. It has some really nice detail in here around the collar. It actually has a little bit of an embossed press design here. So even if they hadn't put the roses on, this would have been something that would have been pretty cute. And I think that just sort of adds to it. I'm used to just seeing them plain where they're the smaller vases. So that was neat. And then the bud vase is nice because it's got a little bit of height. It's just got a little bit of that swung effect. And if you need a baby to go in with your swung vases or to go in your blacklight collection, well, here it is. So $19 is the starting bid on either of these. Let me get you some measurements here. Make sure I've got this exactly right. Okay, yes. So this is actually closer to 4.5 inches here. And again, here is our glowing under the black light, so you can see the effect.
$19 to start. Who's the artist on this one, George?
That's a really good question. This one is an earlier piece. I believe it's 70s, and it is hand painted by N. Kuna.
Oh, okay.
I think we can get that in. There we go. So that is our piece there. And then this one is hand painted by, I believe it's Tammy W. And it's got the nice Fenton label on the bottom as well.
Okay. So $19 to start. Now, these are early enough that the artist did not put their full names on the pieces. When they first started painting, they didn't even put their names on at all because they were concerned about privacy issues. And then they started to put initials on, and part of their names were initialed. And then, of course, their whole names came out in probably the 70s. So $19 on choice on these beautiful blue satin on custard. They glow.
They certainly do. And yes, I have a nice custard glowy colored shirt on for background. Yes.
Bonnie says, if I want to go to Kentucky, she'll take me.
Oh, that sounds like a great deal.
All right. Any interest in these for $19? We're going to start them out at $19. And they are so cute, and they are matching. Lou, here we go. Awesome. So Lou is in at 19.
And it's interesting to me, even though it's different artists, you know, there's different artists, different colors, little different shape to the flowers. So they're all a little bit expressive in their own way. This one has the roses, and then this one is more of an open, almost like an aster, it looked like to me. We've got Susan Way at 20. I remember your name, Susan. I think I got it right this time. And here's that collar again. I'm going to show you on this one because I think it's a little hard to see where you are. It should focus in there. There we go. Now you can see it a little bit better. So it's almost like it's got a little jeweling around
like
embossed.
A beaded drape pattern.
Yes, that definitely is what it looks like. It's like it's wearing a little necklace, which I think is kind of cool. We've got Nancy at 24. And it's going to be choice on these. They might be nice together. I figured we'd do things that were similar shapes and similar in design and let people have some fun. I've got a few choices in lots today.
All right, $24, Nancy Adams. Choice on the blue roses on Custard. And we are going to speed this up and put the timer on.
Yes. Sounds good. This is good exercise early in the morning.
I know. Okay.
They don't weigh that much, but after you hold them for a while, they do.
Oh, yeah. And Nancy Adams is at 26. I'm going to have a paperweight auction next week. Those are heavy.
Oh, those are great, though, and doing so well. Paperweights are very popular now, and I'm so glad to see that again because I remember 30 years ago when they were the rage, and to see them making a big comeback, it's just really incredible.
Yes, and Nancy Adams is in at 26. Vintage Tiny Treasures is in the house. Good morning.
Hello.
27.
Well, it's so great to see people from both our channels and a lot of our favorite folks here in the early morning. Thank you.
Okay. And timering out on this one. So I'm going to go ahead and write sold down here. Hi, Halen.
Hey, Halen is here. That's great. And we have a sold. And if I'm reading that right, it looks like Nancy Adams has her choice.
Yep, followed by Susan.
At $30.
So remember, we don't have our email posted, but it's really easy. We make it easy for you. George is George the Antique Nomad at gmail.com, and I'm Rosie's Auction House at gmail.com. All right, $30. Nancy, one or two? You can take both, my dear.
You can take both. Thank you. I'd be glad to send them to you. We'll put those aside. And just to let you know, I know Rosie, see, I did it again. How long?
Call me Rosie. Call me Rosie.
Heidi is shipping from Michigan. I'm shipping from Kentucky. And the reason I mentioned that is that we can combine shipping with our group of things, but of course we can't between each other. So you will need to send an email to me if you win any of my items. Don't assume. I just had a situation where someone who I've known for years, she moved, she hadn't ordered anything, she forgot to mention it, and her order came back. So please just assume we don't have your information. Just start fresh.
All right. So I have another one to get us going here this morning, and this is going to be choice, and we'll start these out at 15, or we'll start it out at 15, and these are blue satin. So you're going to get your choice of the blue satin.
Ooh.
And here we go. You're going to get choice. Now, the one is the drape pattern. Now, this one, actually, I think this has a logo on it. I think this one was an antique piece that Fenton reintroduced, or an antique mold that Fenton reintroduced in their colors. And this one has a beautiful drape pattern, and it is footed. And this one is another Fenton piece. Now, a few other companies owned this mold, but Fenton acquired it. And this one is beautiful. Look at that. All right, we have $15, and we'll go ahead and put the music on, music and timer. You'll get choice, either one. And here we go. All right, let's see.
A lot of people really loving that color.
Yes, this one is footed. I can't remember who owned this piece before. It has grapes on it. I think it's I want to say
Northwood or Jefferson, maybe. I'm bad on those. I always have to look it up.
17 with vintage tiny treasures. This is the choice. Good morning, LaDonna. Hi, Miss Wildlife.
Such a great color.
Blue satin, $20. Susan. Choice.
And those of you who are in some of the rooms may not be able to see all the bids, so please follow the bid on the screen. That is the most up to date.
50's at 22. 22 with Swifty. All right, we'll do timer and out, and here we go. 30 seconds, so get your bids in quickly. Hello, Kim from the Lansing, Michigan. Oh my gosh. You guys from Michigan, remember Teak Stack is going to be Mother's Day weekend in 2024. You want to make plans now, and we'd like to see you. You're close enough to come, that's for sure. Vintage Tiny Treasures, 23. Bidder will get choice. Okay, Lynn, that sounds good. Let's get together. And 23 with Vintage, 15 seconds left. 24 with Susan. Southern Grown. There you go. Good morning. It's near Marshall. It's south of Marshall, about 10 miles. Believe me, you stick around, you're going to hear about it. Okay, Debbie is in at 25. Let me take that timer off. And looks like Swifty. Is that what you're seeing, George?
That's what I see. Yep, $25 choice. That's a lovely price on two really pretty vases. So let's see which one she takes. She'll take the great.
All right. Today we have included George's site on ours, or George has included my sites on his, however you want to look at it. Susan, you're the backup. So we're on 6 this morning. And Swifty gets the drape one. And Susan, you are the backup if you want the other one. And let's see what the price was, 25 even. If Susan doesn't want it, it's up for grabs. Let's see.
And she says yes.
Okay, Susan, I'm going to post my email for you very quickly because you're new to me, but it's easy to remember, and we'll bring George up. Just take a screenshot of that. Thank you, Susan.
Well, this next little guy is going to be a little guy because, well, it's early in the morning, and I just thought he was really cute. He is Patriotic cat, and he is a very small one. He's only about 2.5 inches tall. And this, of course, is hand-painted. We're going to start this one also at $19, which is a pretty low price. We don't see a lot of these in the livery of the U.S. flag. This one is actually painted with a full signature by, if I'm reading this right, well, the last name is Huggins. You tell me the first name.
Brenda.
Brenda Huggins. Thank you. Very good. Just waiting for it to come in so you can see it. Maybe I have to move back. There we go. Brenda Huggins. So, yeah, it's very cute. I have not seen this one before. And I don't usually see this really, really nice, cute little miniature size either. He is just 3 inches tall from tail to tip.
Patriotic, how cute is that?
Well, I thought he was cute. And a little bit of pink in the ears just for some definition. The eyes remind me of, the eyes are very detailed. They remind me of the old ceramics like Hetty Shoop and some of those where they had the really detailed eyes. And I just think that that's, or actually I'm thinking of Kay Finch. And so, oh, you're making it hard not to dance.
Oh, I love the little collar on her.
Oh, it is very cute. Yes, I figure we've still got a couple of patriotic holidays coming up, and then I usually see these come out again. Well, gosh, what do we have? Memorial Day, Labor Day, Veterans Day, Columbus Day for those who do, President's Day. I figured that this little guy probably shows up every time there's a federal holiday.
Yeah, and very collectible. Anything patriotic is very collectible, and this one has everything it needs. I noticed the Fenton sticker on the bottom. It's signed by a sought-after artist, and it is a cat that you don't see. It's a common cat, but it's not as common as like the stylized cat or the sitting cat. I think they call this the curious cat. But to be in the patriotic colors is a find. Miss Wildlife's at 35. We're going to put the timer up in just a second, give you a chance to get in there. Welcome 155 peeps this morning.
And just for fun, I'm going to show you so that you know, this is that brownish custard, and that never glows under a black light. It doesn't have the same chemicals. So I just want you to know he's not going to fluoresce like that.
No, he's
but he doesn't need to, because he's pretty decorated as it is.
Yes. $35 is bid. 30 seconds out on this one. Got a lot of great stuff today. Stick around. We're moving as quick as we can. We'll probably be here at least till 11:30, if that's okay with George.
That's exactly what I had in mind, because I have to meet Beth at 12:30. So
all right, we have another 15 seconds left on the timer. Miss Wildlife is in at 35. Elizabeth, thank you. We're loving having you here.
Yeah, this is fun. Thank you.
Peace, love, and thrifting. Now that should be a motto, because I could live by that name. Peace, love, and thrifting. All right.
We're going to get this sold in, and this will fly away.
It looks like Tammy Caracas.
Tammy Caracas. Okay, thank you very much, Tammy. I know I haven't sold to you before, so please do email me at theantiquenomad@gmail.com so I have your contact information, and then I can get you an invoice.
Okay, yeah, I'll put the email there for you to go ahead and copy, and Tammy's a good customer, so you'll have it. All right, so I am going to do choice. And since George put up an animal that's slightly smaller than we're used to seeing, I'm going to put up one, too, that is small. You can bid, Elizabeth. You'll get the hang of it. Believe me. Hi, John. Choice. And these are going to start out at 10, and we'll sell at least one when we do choice. And I just unpacked these this morning. So we got the miniature rocking horses. These are so collectible. This is in cobalt. We have a painted one with frit that is Jay Schultz. And let me go real slow, because this is white satin with frit. Very collectible. I started it out really low so you guys can get in there and bid. And then this one, I always loved this pattern. There's a lot of items that are in this kind of Delft blue painted. This is the miniature rooster. And this is also part of the choice. This is a J. Powell. Now, all these little animals are very tiny. They are miniatures, and they stand like the rocking horse. The tallest rocking horse stands about 3 inches. We have 17 with Swifty. Let me get the music on for you, and I'll show you again. $17 with Swifty. Here is the cobalt blue. $20 with Susan. Okay. And this one has got frit on it, and it's got little hearts, and the hearts are accented with little dots of frit. Very cool. Of course, frit is little pieces of glass. When put in a kiln, they actually adhere to the glass. They actually become one with peace. Look at that. And then that little rooster's so cute. We have a lot of 20s. Where are we at here? 22 with Linda with the long name. You'll get choice as long as there's a lot of bidding. Does any of them glow? I guess we should check the blue one out. I haven't figured out blue. I think it's the Jamestown blue that glows. Nope, nothing glows because they're white satin. This one is cobalt. George is chair dancing. You can't. 25 with Susan. Gonna get me dancing with this music. That is the deal. It's the weekend, guys. You gotta get going. $26 with Linda with the long name. And I'm gonna go ahead and put the timer on. So it'll be 30 seconds and out. Make sure you get your bids in there. You really want to get your bids in during the music, because when we put the timer on, it's really fair warning. All right, 27 with Dawn Curtis. Here, you got the 3. Yeah, the coffee's kicking in, Mars. I'm telling you. You got to have it this early, don't you? 29 with Nancy Adams. This will be for choice. We'll sell at least one. 30 with Susan. The rooster's cute. I have a really big rooster in this same Delft blue painted colors. They're pretty. All right. Hey, thank you. I see a lot of Facebook people I haven't seen in a while. Thank you for showing up today. Whoa, this is going to be close. You better jump your bids a little if you want to get it. 32. And let's see. I knew it. We should have gave you a little more time, but it looks like on my end, Christine Smith is the winner. Good morning, Christine. And Nancy Adams, you will be the backup. So Christine, the cobalt rocking horse, the painted rocking horse, or the rooster. $36 is our high bid. The choice is yours.
That's kind of a tough choice. I like that one of them had frit, and yet the other one, that the rooster, the blue color, I don't know. That really appeals to me.
The rooster and the painted horse. Okay.
Ah.
I kind of like. I was going to say I kind of like the blue one because I think it'd be great in a window.
It actually is really pretty color.
So Nancy Adams, would you like this one? And Christine takes 2. And once Nancy says yes or no, if she says no, it'll be up for grabs. Okay, up for grabs. I think everybody wanted the painted. So what I'm going to do with this one, $20 and timer. Okay.
Okay, folks, here it is. It's up for 20.
$20 and timer. No music, just the 30 seconds. Whoever gets it, gets it. We're here to sell. Nancy, you said you didn't want it. Here we go. $20. Everybody wants to be 20. 22. Timer and out, and it's gone. $22 with Susan. We're here to sell it. That's the name of the game. We got to move it, don't we, George? We got to move it. 25, Linda. That's okay. That's okay. 25 with Linda.
Ooh, less than 10 seconds. Let's see what happens.
26.
All right, let's see where we are.
All right.
Looks like Susan.
All right. 26. Okay. Thank you, bidders.
Well, that was fun and interesting to see what people are interested in today. And let's see here. I got to measure these before we get them on here. All right. So the next thing I'm going to bring up for you folks is, oh, wait a second. I've got to figure out how to do this part. How do I get myself in there?
Oh, I will. Hang on. Oh, just drag yourself over. Just
drag myself over. Oh, like that. Okay, thank you. Hi, everybody. Momentary laughs while we learn how to use the equipment on my end. So these are, I've always thought these were cute, and they were in with a bunch of Fenton Christmas that I will be bringing out closer to Christmas. But I decided these could come out today because I'm mainly doing Custard and Burmese, and these are the praying children. And we have the pair here. They measure about 3.5 inches high. We're going to start these at $19 for the pair. And that's a pretty good price because these guys, they don't just pray, they glow very, very brightly while they do it. So you can kind of see in there the color. This is the boy. And then we have the girl here. I always thought these was one of the classic Fenton pieces. Of course, the Fentons were seen in the pews of their church and had their own place they sat every day for years and years in their little town.
Still
But, and still do.
You got Nancy Fenton, Randy Fenton.
And so it made sense that they would make something appropriate. And I just always thought these were really darling. And we do have several bids at 19 to start these off. These do not have any sort of signature, of course, because they're not painted. But it's they came in lots of colors. They came out about 1970, and I thought that the Custard, of course, is the most fun because of the way it closed. So we've got Nancy at 24, and they are, like most Fenton pieces, they're designed all the way around the back. I think Fenton understood, like a lot of the old-time glass companies were, that sometimes you put things in the middle of the room or the table, and that you didn't just sloppily not do anything on the behind. It had to have design all the way around. And that's one of the quality hallmarks with them that has always attracted me to their stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And so Dawn is at 26, and if you want to go ahead and run a timer, I think we can run this one out.
All right, here we go. 26 with Don Curtis.
Yes, I assume they're saying nighttime prayers. I like that the two of them together causes an interesting sort of empty space between them when you display them together too. It just gives a little more variety. You know, a lot of people have a lot of vases and bowls, and I think a few figurines are nice to break up a display. Sure. So we're just going to wait for this to count down, and then these will go off to give blessings in their new home.
Yeah, Don was with us at Teak Stock in September. They are from Minneapolis, St. Paul.
Oh, yes. Yeah, that was so much fun. They were great people, and really, it was just really fun to meet in person. And oh, we're getting close to the end. And we'll put in that sold and see who ends up with these.
Oops, I spelled sold wrong, but you get the idea.
Okay, right. We got the idea, and it looks like Nancy Adams at $34. These are yours. I nestle small figures in my mantle swung displays for interest. That's smart. I like that idea. Well, thank you, Nancy Adams. These will be yours. And I know I've sent to you before, but please, again, don't assume that I have all your information. Please do send an email.
All right. Yeah, if you don't send an email, we don't know how to get a hold of you. That's the one thing that we have to deal with, that it can be frustrating. Ooh. All right, we're going to do this beautiful glossy Rosaline with snowcrest. This is a tulip basket. So if you read the bottom, it says a Glass Legacy Collection celebrating 95 years. It's got Bill Fenton's signature, but it also has Melissa Kaplinger's signature. She's the artist. We met her a couple years ago at one of our events, and Melissa still resides down in the Williamstown area of West Virginia, and she is a caterer now. This one has the 3-in-1 crimp along the side, and this is 1, 2, 3, and a big crimp. And it is beautiful, painted on both sides. We'll start this one out at 25 and go with it.
Wow, that's a beauty.
I want to give everybody a chance to bid on it. I'll go ahead and measure it for you. It is 10 inches. This is kind of a unique Rosaline because they've iridized this, and you can see that when it catches the light, it's going to throw off a few colors that are just beautiful. Snowcrest, everything it needs to be collectible. Look at that.
Oof.
Okay, let me go ahead and
look at all that information. That is great.
Yeah. It's a beautiful basket. Yeah, you usually don't see Rosaline iridized like that.
I don't know that I've ever seen a piece of iridized Rosaline.
Yeah. Okay, let me get back up there. And I'll show these to you again. A lot of behind the scenes stuff going on here. All right. There is the beautiful tulip design, snowcrest, the 3-in-1 crimp, and it's just a lovely piece. $50 with Craig. This also has the 95 sticker on it, Bill Fenton sign, and it's from the Glass Legacy Collection. The
current
current
bid
bid
is
shown on your
52.
right, 52. Watch the screen over here. Watch right there, because that's what you're going to see that brings all the runes together. Okay, 52 is Swifty. Facebook user, you have to put your first name in or something so we know how to distinguish you. We have 10 inches. I want to show you the inside because it's really unusual that this is irid like that. Okay, Sue Johnson is in at 56. Hey, Taylor. It is a great centerpiece. It is a great centerpiece. It's just an awesome basket. All right, we have $60. Facebook user, please put your name in because we cannot see who you are for sure if you don't register with StreamYard. Craig's at 65. Hi, Brenda Schaefer. Well, geez, I should have recognized you. All right, 65 with Craig, and I'm going to go ahead and put the timer on.
Still at 65.
Thanks, Taylor. Susan is in at 68. $30 seconds and out. It's a beautiful color. Susie Johnson, you have to go higher. Good morning, Miss Corinne K. All right. Thank you for what you did do, Susie. Susan's in at 68. We got about 10 seconds left, and we'll consider this one sold. Craig is in at 70.
Yeah, this is a good piece.
I don't mean to yell at you there, but it's done. All right, Craig, you get that one for $70. And I know I do not have your information, so I'm going to go ahead and put my email on there if you want to do a screenshot with the basket so we know. And you can just email me and I'll invoice you right from that email. How's that sound? Okay.
Okay, well, I had somebody specifically who I know is here with us say that she really liked something that she saw in the picture of my thumbnail yesterday. So I'm going to put these up at choice. We're going to start them at $29. They have one thing in common, and that is that they both have butterflies. And so these are the choice. Now, they are different butterflies. They are both Fenton, and they're really pretty and different in their own ways. And again, we're going to start $29 opening bid on these, which is super cheap for what they are, but we're just going to let the bids roll and see where they go. So the first one I'm going to show you here, this one is on the, this one is actually Vaseline Opalescent. So you can see the color under there. You can see that we have a bit of a, well, actually, Niam, you know what? I think I'm wrong about that. That actually looks like more of a fired on color, but it is glowing. So I'm a little puzzled by the base for this because they've decorated it so much. But it is an opalescent glass, and it has this really, really great decoration on it. I see these ring holders I don't really see, which is your little piece here. That's how I've seen people use them anyway. But I rarely have seen them decorated like this, with all of the tracery up the wings. And this particular one, interestingly enough, it's very faint. It's, sorry, let me see if I can read this for you, because it's an etch signature, hand painted, decorated and hand painted by SD Wyatt. I'm not sure. I'm having a really hard time with this. I don't know if I can even get it into where you can see the signature, but there it is. Yeah. Oh, by D Wright.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It looks like to me.
Okay, there we go. So that's the first one. And then the other choice, this is choice, is this one, which is the jar with lid with the butterfly. And it's got the Fenton Burmese tag in it. And this one's got a nice gradation. It really goes to a very deep pink. It's got the hand painted by D. Frederick on the bottom. So D. Frederick, I know, is one of our the relatively few men who did for Fenton, and the top is also signed Frederick. So we know that the whole thing was done by one person in one place. And there is the label on that. This one is a I believe, 90s piece. And there's what it looks like when we get it in focus for you. So it is choice on these. I know we're at about, I think we're at $52 at this point for choice. Mm-hmm. And here are the two choices. So the ring stand with the really interesting, it's almost, you know, I was thinking it was the yellow-green Vaseline, but now I'm realizing they just did a whole bunch of tinting on all of the wings on an opalescent piece. So that's what we're really looking at there.
Is it airbrushed? Because they did a lot of airbrushing.
It looks like airbrush to me, yes. And I see, like, let me take this one down and show you this so you can see. So yeah, it looks like airbrushing, and you can kind of see the Fenton oval in the middle of it there. And I think that gives more of an indication of the airbrushing. So that's your decoration on this one. And then this one, of course, the glass itself is the decoration, and then the hand painting on it. So.
All right. Are you ready for the timer?
I'm ready for the timer when you are.
Okay.
Seems like people are enjoying these, and we'll see which one they like first or best, or maybe both.
Okay. 65 is bid. 70.
Yeah. We've actually started to have more butterflies in the fall than we did all summer. It's been very strange this year.
Yes, even the bees here. The bees are usually, you know, everywhere, and we're just starting to see bees.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a late year. Miss Wildlife at 73 for choice. And oh my, these definitely, Fenton is very good and very dense. I should have fabulous Popeye arms by the time this is over.
All right. And I'm going to go ahead.
We're going to get that sold up there.
Okay, we'll wait just a second. Oh, Miss Wildlife, she got in there for 77.
She got in there right at the end with the snipe. Wow, well done.
Yep. And Sherry Bex, you're the backup.
Okay, so Miss Wildlife, you tell me which of these you would like, and we'll put it aside. And if you want both of them, we can do that too. Otherwise, we'll offer the other to the backup.
Yep. 77 is the high bid with Miss Wildlife.
I'm going to go ahead and set them down. It's either the jar or the ring holder.
Wham, bam. Thank you, ma'am. You got it. Which one would you like?
On your right hand. Uh-oh, okay.
Which one's that?
Yeah, tell me, because right hand, the way I'm sitting might be different. So tell me, jar or ring holder?
Yeah, I heard
the ring holder. Gotcha.
All right, and I'm sure that Sherry's going to pick up the next one. Sherry Bex, you want that, don't you? I'm sure. There's no question. She's going to take it. If she doesn't, it's going to just blow my mind.
Okay,
I can safely say
that's a really great ring holder.
I can safely say she's going to take it. Now watch. She's going to make me. Yes, I was going to say she's going to tell me that no, I don't want it. Yes, Sherry Bex wants that. Again.
Thank you very much, Sherry. And I will write that down. And it's just great. Everybody got what they wanted.
Yes. So there is George's email, Sherry. If you didn't get it, Miss Wildlife has it, I'm sure. So I showed George this piece earlier this morning. And I collect this. And I actually have a sample bowl and a progression set with this in it. This glows cadmium. This is going to be, I think, I know it is. Make an offer. These tulip bowls are stunning. They're huge. I'm going to do make an offer on this. So this, there it is in beautiful red carnival, and it glows cadmium. And make an offer means you can go ahead and bid on it. If I can take it, I'll take it. If I can't, I won't. If I say bid accepted, it goes just like a regular auction, okay? This is a huge piece, unadvertised, very hard to find. I got that dumpster in my yard, and I was up cleaning the barn, and here it is. I covered it with, you don't even know what I covered it with. And I can only hear John in my mind telling me that I need to clean this stuff up. So I didn't have a chance to even look at this. And if I would have kept it. So make an offer. Thank you, Crystal. I can't do 25. This is huge. This is a very special piece. You see this in Carnival in the blue, but you don't see it. You don't see it in the red. Very hard to find. So I'm going to measure it for you. It's 11 inches across. I see 45. I appreciate that. That's not going to be enough either.
Yeah, this is a hard one to get, especially that color.
You can get close, and I'll start it. I appreciate the $45 offer, Christine, but when I got to say bid accepted, these usually bring somewhere between $175 and $225, but I'm nowhere near that in what I'm going to accept, just to give you an idea. So 60. Nope, can't do it. Got to go a little bit more.
Not quite there yet.
Yep. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my goodness. This is so beautiful.
Well, and the color definitely was something they had to spend a little extra money on. That red, there's a reason it was more new.
I'm a little shy of what I wanted to start with, but I'm going to, because Christine is a great customer. So we're going to go bid accepted and put on the music. It will sell.
Okay. So Monica, I know you're interested too. It will have to be a bit over $75. We are starting.
$75 is bid. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Diamond pattern on the other side, a tulip pattern on the inside.
And there's a butterfly in the middle of it.
Yeah, butterfly and irises is what's in the middle of it. In red carnival. $80, Monica. I have a sample vase in this. Sometime we'll play show and tell, and I'll get it. I am partial to this piece. This is probably my favorite Fenton piece. I don't have red, so you guys are really lucky. I'm just cleaning house. I'm like George. It's got to go.
Yes.
Fenton sticker, 85, Donna Manning. I don't know the year of this.
Yeah, boy, that looks 80s.
I don't know. I'm trying to find the logo on it so I can find the decade. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm never going to be able to read that. If I can't read it, it's generally an 8. $90 with Monica. And what we're talking about is when you have a Fenton piece, there's a logo with Fenton in cursive in the middle. And there's usually a little tiny number underneath it that says the decade. And it's probably an 8. Oh yeah, it's beautiful.
Oh, that would be fun in the middle of a bunch of green glowing, because it's got a little glow too.
Yes, it glows that beautiful cadmium color. There you see it right there.
We've got Christine at 99, a couple other people interested. So,
all right. So we'll put the timer on in just a second. We'll kind of wait for the bidding to slow a little bit. We don't want to lag too much here. Monica is in at 100. Look at that. Don't let this one get away. That color. Oh, do you have those polls to George when you put something and you say, why didn't I keep it? Why didn't I keep it?
Once in a while, I have a pang. Yes. I can name a few things.
All right. It pains me to see this one go. Luckily, I didn't have it very long, or didn't even know I had it. 100, 110, timering out now. So now's crunch time. Final warning. 110 is bid. Margaret Scott. 115, Monica. Yeah, sometimes Fenton is hard to distinguish. If you really have to learn the mold patterns, Ego. Be the bidder, 115 with Monica, 10 seconds left. And we'll see where it goes. 120, Margaret Scott. Whoops, whoops, whoops. 138, Christine Smith.
And sold.
All right. It's sold to Christine Smith for 138. Thank you, guys. Thank you, bidders. I appreciate it.
Well, that's wonderful. Well, and they still got a nice deal on that.
Yes, yes. All right.
Okay.
Thanks, Christine.
Well, let's see here. I think that for fun, we're going to have a choice here, and I'm going to offer up some Burmese because I do have quite a bit. And this choice is going to be between a decorated piece and a non-decorated piece. So it is up between the maple leaf vase or the undecorated basket. And I wanted to give this because I think sometimes people, you know, you see a lot of decorated pieces and some people really enjoy just having the smooth shapes, and it looks more like the original back from the peach blow era in the 1870s this way. So I figured we'd give a choice. We're going to start these at 25 is the starting price on either of these, which is a pretty great deal. I don't think they'll stay there for long, but we'll start them out at 25 for choice. And of course, these do blow black light very nicely. It's very bright outside my window, but even with that, you can see how this one, and some people, this is one of the reasons I thought I'd offer this. Some people who are doing black light really do want something that doesn't have the decoration because they just want that effect to be what you see. And other people like it because even if they are doing the backlight, well, then you have some variation on the piece. So it's really just a matter of taste, and we are at $26, and this is choice. Let me get you some measurements here.
Oh my gosh, we're at 195 people in the house. 196, and we get to 200, baby.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, that's pretty good for the morning, I'd say. 7 inches on the vase. And
I'm going to let you sell this, George. Somebody wants a book. I got a book. You got a book. I'm going to go get one.
I think there is a book on what they made for other companies, actually. And this is 8 inches on the basket up to the top of the handle. So 7 inches and 8 inches. So they're fairly substantial pieces. I mean, the people see this and half the size, and it goes for more than these prices. So we're at $26 with Susan Wade. Nope, Sun Poker at $32 now is our high bidder. Let me get that in there. Whoops, let me try to do that. There we go. So 32 is our current high bidder with Sun Poker for choice on these items. And the condition is perfect, of course. I don't know who our handle maker is. It's a pretty distinct handle attachment there. So I'm sure somebody who has that guide could look it up and tell us for sure.
Oops.
It looks like Deb's finds. Hello there, Deb. We have you at 35 on choice for these. Sun Poker is at 36. I like this one too. This one that doesn't have the decoration has a very strong peach blow element. So you see the pink even down into the body of the glass a little bit on this one. And we're at $37.
And the leaf one is interesting because those are actually transfers. And there's very few things that Fenton did that have transfers on them. So
that is interesting. I noticed there wasn't a hand painter on there and they look like transfers. So that's interesting. I did not realize that.
Yeah, perfect for fall. But
Yes.
one of the very few pieces that they use the transfers on. Are we okay to do the timer?
Yeah, let's go ahead and run the timer and we can show you a little bit more there. And so, yes, you can see the transfer pattern on there. It's a little different than hand painting, a little crisper and more precise, actually.
Oops, nope. Susie Johnson was first at 40. This is for choice.
Yes, and we've got a couple of folks all at the same price. So here's your chance to make your mark and get your piece. And it will be choice. And if the high bidder doesn't take both, the backup bidder will have the option.
Make sure while we're waiting for this item that you subscribe to the channels. If you're a Rosie member, make sure you subscribe to George's channel and vice versa. We appreciate it. Yvonne, I haven't seen you in a few. Hi there, sweetie. Gosh, it's good to see you.
And here we go. We are at the end. Let's see where the sold comes up and who ends up with the first choice. Right now we've got Yvonne, and we're just waiting for the sold to come through. And it's sold. Okay, so Yvonne Larrabee, you have the choice, one or both of these. If you'll please let us know if you're interested in the maple leaf vase or the basket or both. Your price is $45 for either or both. And then we will, Sun Poker is actually our backup. So
Yes.
We will give Yvonne the first choice, and she would like the vase. Okay, very good. Thank you. And Sun Poker, if you are interested in the basket, let us know. And
what do you think, Sean? The price is $45.
$45.
Hey, Crystal Stevens. She's saying hi, George.
No thanks. So hi there, Crystal. Nice to see you. Good to have you here. Okay, so this one I believe is up for grabs then. And if anyone is interested, just let us know in the chat, and I'm going to let Heidi go on with her next item in the meanwhile.
Okay. You want to put it up timer and out?
Oh, sure. Why not?
You want to start it at 35? No,
yeah,
30?
Sounds great. Let's do that.
Okay.
Okay. I like that
30?
idea.
Okay.
We're going to start this at 35, and if you're interested in it, that is the bid, and we're just going to run the timer, and whoever ends up with it at the end ends up with it.
Yep, no music, just timer. Hi, Crystal Stevens. You're looking beautiful this morning. All right, 35 and just the timer if you want it, and we'll run it. It's here to sell. Beautiful. Where is Trudy? Where is Trudy when you need her? Okay, 35. There we go. Timer and out. So it's going to go quick. Just 30 seconds. 35 is bid.
And we've got Deb's Finds at 35. So that's our starter on this. Nancy at 36, and the timer is about to roll. Becky at 37.
So pretty. Just to admire the color of the Custard Burmese. Beautiful piece. 37, Becky Jackson. 38, Nancy Adams. And 15 seconds left, so be the bidder.
Handles are all good. I know we always check them before we hold things, but this one can actually work.
All right. And let's go ahead and see where we end up.
And it looks like Deb's Finds at 39. This is for you. Thank you very much.
Once again, there's the screenshot for the address. If you need it, the email for our bidders there in the last lot there. If you want to email George, he'll invoice you right back with that email. All right. Oh, we got a pretty piece. I got a pretty piece. Look at this little perfume.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yes, this is gorgeous. I'm going to start this one at 35 and go. It is signed by the artist, and it's right. The signature is underneath it right there. The flowers are accented with frit. If you want to start it at 35, we'll go with it. The stopper is iridized. The base is white satin, and it is a gorgeous perfume. I'll do the measurements here. It is 6.5 inches. Yeah, I don't normally put perfumes up unless we go prime time, but it's kind of a special morning with George here.
Oh, all thanks.
Right. Here we go, 35, and we'll go ahead and put some music on for you.
Yeah, this is a beautiful piece. I have not had a perfume in months.
Yes. If you like having George here, give us a thumbs up. We need some thumbs up. It's just shy of 200 people here. We don't have enough thumbs up.
Oh, that's great.
There is a
bunch of you at 40, but we're moving on up. There we go.
There's frit that is in these flowers. I don't know if you can see that, but that definitely gives them a little extra sparkle.
Hi,
And
Alicia.
this iridized lilac stopper is just gorgeous.
Yeah, that's just really pretty all the way around.
Ooh, everybody's bottlenecked. Hi, Lynn. How are you, Tank? $59, Jamie Marsh. It is beautiful. 62, Susie Johnson.
Yeah, you know what you're looking at. I can tell there's a lot of bidders on this because there should be. That's a great piece.
Yeah, and those flowers are not just painted, but they're raised. They have dimensions, so they look like they're just popping right out. Oh, thank you, Jackie. You like my nails? They freaked me out the other day because they glow in the dark. I wake up in the middle of the night and I'm looking, I'm like, what is that? It's me. It's just me. All right. We have 70 with Alicia. And I'm going to go ahead and put the timer on. It kind of scared me just a little bit. Like, what the heck? At first I thought it was, you barely woke up. And so I thought, well, that's the light on my little flip phone. It's in my bed with me somewhere. Then I realized. All right, 72. Timering out. Beautiful piece. Look at that. Painted on both sides. 72 is bid. 75 with Alicia. And get your bids in. 4 seconds left. It's a beautiful piece. Stopper's in perfect condition too. Woo-hoo-hoo!
Oh boy.
Sylvia.
Out of nowhere.
Sylvia Lee for $80 unless something comes in last minute that we don't see. Sylvia Lee. I think we've done business before, haven't we, sweetie? But here you go. If you need to contact me about that, and you're the winner at $80. All right. Let me just write this down and we'll put George up there. I want to make sure nobody else came in that we didn't see here. Okay, awesome. There you go, George. You can always pull yourself over,
I still have to figure out how to learn to do. Switch, like you said. Okay. Little by little, as we've done enough sales together, I'm starting to learn how to actually be helpful around here. Well, I wanted to put these up next because I noticed somebody in the comments asked if it had come and gone already because she came in late, and the answer is no. So you're going to have a chance to bid on it. This is going to be choice of 2 Burmese animals, and the choice is between the Burmese squirrel and the Burmese cat. And we're going to start these $25 each is the choice price. So we can get that up there. $25 will be the opening bid. The squirrel is just under 3 inches. It is really, really a cute little guy and really nicely hand painted. I just thought that the design was really great. It's got its logo on the back. This is from 1995, so it was a 90th anniversary piece. And it's just cute as can be. And of course, because it's Burmese, like almost everything I have today, it glows under a black light. And there he is.
Cute.
And then this one, and let's see. This one says hand painted by M. Archer, I believe is our artist on this one. If we can get that to come in. There we go. So that's the squirrel. And then this one is the cat. And this one is signed D. Robinson. And it's interesting because they've even painted the Fenton F on there. And then here is the cat in recumbent pose with painted roses. There is his sticker, his or her sticker, and even a little bit of detail on top of the head. So it's going to be choice between these 2 Burmese animals. And I don't see a ton of animals in the Burmese. I mean, I know they made them. And I know obviously they're pretty collectible because people are pretty crazy about the Burmese formula with the colors and the black lighting and all of that. But I haven't really run into too many of these.
The color is particularly nice on the little cat. There's a lot of pink in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of pink in the middle of the body of the cat. They always run a little differently, and the pinks are the hardest part to control. So you don't always know where it's going to end up. Whereas in the squirrel, you see it more around the back and the tail, and just a little bit on the tips and the points of the face. So I just think they're really cute, and people seem to love the animals. And so I thought, well, we'll do a couple more animals because I have some other pretty things that are not like this. But since someone specifically asked about this, I thought, well, we should put this up now. You collect the Burmese elephants, LaDonna. Oh, well, that's a cool and specific category to collect. And I don't know how many different elephant shapes Fenton did. I mean, they certainly did about 6 different cats and several different dogs. And I can imagine a few different elephants. And yes, I do understand the squirrels are rather popular.
I'll do timer when you're ready.
I'm ready whenever you are.
All right.
We are at $60. We're going to put the timer on. So this is last chance bids, folks. Give you about 30 seconds before we put the sold in and see who ends up with first and second choice on these. And we're at $61. They really are adorable. Yeah, I've got to say, the eyes are really great. The lashes, again, that reminds me a lot of K. Finch pottery out of the 40s with the lashes where you really get that definition out at the corner of the eyes.
Oh, yeah. All right.
We're getting close to the end here. We are at $63. I never thought I'd collect critters when I started, but I'm glad I started. They are cute. Yes. And you can get a lot in a small space, which is fun too. We're at 65, and there we go. We're going to hit sold and see who our top bidder is. Oh, and Monica, it's what I'm seeing. Is that right?
Monica followed by Jamie.
Okay, Monica at 67. No,
Miss Wildlife. Yeah.
Wow, boy, you guys all bid at the last minute. You are ruthless bidders out there. Okay. Miss Wildlife is our high bidder at 68. Her bid came in just before it closed.
Yep.
The next bid was after it closed. So Miss Wildlife, it is your choice at $68 for cat or squirrel or both.
Let's see.
Oh, I think I know which one she said. I know what yeah, okay. That means the squirrel.
Okay. The squirrel is gone.
The squirrel is gone. So let me see. I've got to make a note here.
And I'm pretty sure Monica will take that cat, won't you, Monica? Because that's got some really nice coloring on it. Miss Wildlife takes the squirrel. Bill, Miss Wildlife sent to Corrine. Awesome.
Very kind of you. Isn't that sweet?
Yes. And now we have the kitty cat, Monica. It's going to be yours if you want it. And she says, yes, please.
Okay, $68, Monica. That is yours. Thank you so much.
Okay, I do have choice books I want to get in, but we're moving so fast. We need to get you here for Fenton Friday again, George.
This is really fun. I'm so glad we did this.
We'll talk about it. All right, we're going to go ahead and do this beautiful, because I didn't get through half the stuff I wanted to. We need to have another Friday. Here is a beautiful Dragonfly blue opaque vase with the zipper sides. This is a D. Robinson, a hard to find piece. They call these a handkerchief vase. And I'm going to go ahead and start this at 25 now, just because I'm starting it at 25. Oh my gosh. I just want everybody to get a chance. Look at these sides, and that beautiful Dragonfly is a handkerchief vase. I can't recall the color, but it's just beautiful. It's signed by D. Robinson, and I'll go ahead and measure it, and then we'll start the music. It's hard to do everything at once. 7 inches tall. Okay.
Such a pretty blue opaline.
Yes. Okay, where am I here? It's really pretty. One single dragonfly, but it's a beautiful dragonfly. And the color is it's like a beautiful blue sky behind it. D. Robinson is the artist. It's a beachy color. Yes, it kind of is, Monica. You're right. 59 with Bonnie Rankin, my ride to Kentucky. 63, Tammy W. There it is. Isn't that pretty? Gosh, that's pretty. Zipper. I call these zipper sides. I don't know what they are. It looks like a zipper to me. All right, 63, Tammy Worth. And this is 7 inches tall. It is the handkerchief vase, D. Robinson, with the original Fenton sticker. And we'll go ahead and do the timer. Yeah, I do too. I'm not laughing. I know you're serious, Bonnie. I know you're serious. And you know, we could hit some paper. I want to go to some of the paperweight factories. I just don't know if I can get away then, but God, that would be fun, Bonnie. That would be fun. All right, here we go. And Tammy is in at, we go see Tammy down there in Paducah. 63 with Tammy. George is all dressed up today. He is one sharp looking guy, isn't he? All right. 63 with Tammy. And we'll go ahead and sell it. Susie Johnson's in Kentucky too. We could have a Rosie get together and I'll go over to George's. All right. Let's see. And that is 63. All right, Tammy, you got it. Thank you.
Very good. Well, that was fun. And that is a pretty one. And you may not be in Paducah, but come this way anyway, because there's lots to see over here. Let's see here. Okay, we're going to do a choice again. And I've just got to reach for it. This is going to be a Burmese choice again. And we're going to have a choice. Now, these two pieces are hand painted. And one of them is the nice little ewer here with the original tag. And one of them is a very nice straight-sided dogwood painted bud vase. So this is the choice. We're going to start these at $25 choice. So 25 is the opening bid. And the vase is 7.5 inches. It's 7.5 inches tall. I thought the dogwood painting was really nice. I just love dogwoods. I grew up in the Northwest, and they're one of our big flowering trees in the spring. And then it is hand painted by S. Walsh is our signature on the bottom there. So this is one choice. And again, they're 25. And I see that Linda Schwenk-Schwippe, I hope I'm saying that right, Linda with the long name, has placed a bid. And here you can see, now it's funny, you put the black light on it in the middle of the day, it makes it look like lotus green mist, but this is actually Burmese with a black light. So that's a pretty piece. We're at $37 right now for choice. And then the other piece is this lovely little ewer, and I always like the crimp handle on this. This of course also glows because this is Burmese, and so you'll see the glow there. I always like anything that has an original tag. This
a lot of pink on that one too.
Yeah, I thought it was really.
The handle's pretty too. It's got a bamboo handle, doesn't it? It's not twisted.
It does. It's like a let me see if I can get it where you can see it. Yes, it's a crimped handle, so it's a little bit different. It almost looks like rope, but it's just a crimping they did. And I think that's very sweet. And this one's a little bit older. It's got the Handmade in America label, and talks about how they use both the gold and the uranium to get these colors, which is why Burmese was expensive and hard for them to do. This one has the hand painted by Paulson, it looks like. If I can get it to stay in focus. Well, it just doesn't want to focus on that. But you can see the older paper label there. And, oh, thanks. I had fun redoing the booth yesterday. Yes, I did a short about it to let people know that I was putting a lot of Fenton in my booth here in Kentucky, and a whole bunch more coming today did this. So, and if you want to go ahead and run timer whenever you're ready, I think I think we know who's in and interested. So, and we love dogwoods in Kentucky too. That's true. In fact, I've got a really nice one. I saw a red one here in Kentucky, red flowers. I really would like to have one of those in the yard. Oh, you have a Burmese vase by Linda Fleming. Oh, how great. Susie's at 45. Deb, we've got you at 45 choice too, but one of you is going to have to budge because otherwise Susie gets it because she put in the bid first. So in the event of a tie, the first person to make the bid will be the winner, and the second person will be the backup. We've just got about 10 seconds left on these. And then we will see. We've got Deb at 46 for choice, Monica at 47, and we're going to put in that sold and see who came in at the last minute.
All right.
And it looks like Monica, if I'm seeing that right.
Yep.
Monica.
Monica followed by Yvonne, I think. Let's make sure. Oh,
yes,
Deb
that's
Fines.
right.
Nope, Deb Fines was
Deb Fines, that's right. So Monica's in first position, Deb Fines is in second position. So Monica, let us know which one you're interested in, and then we'll the vase is for Monica. Okay.
And Deb, you want the or, don't you? So remember, for those of you that aren't familiar with our channel, we do 10 at 10s every weekday morning at 10 Eastern Standard Time. And Fenton Fridays is a tradition around here. And that is 10 o'clock on every Friday, Fenton Friday. All right. Deb, let us know. Monica takes the vase. And we're just waiting for Deb. I think that's a great deal, Deb. Just my opinion. For look at the beautiful pink. Yes, she's going to take that.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
All right. Somebody was looking for books, and I picked a couple of books up a couple of weeks ago. These are in a series. They're gonna be choice, and these are the ones everybody wants. Fenton glass made by other companies, so that you can distinguish which ones are actually made by Fenton glass. This one is 1907 to 1980. These are hard covered books. This one goes from 1970 to 2005, volume 2. So it's kind of cool to have both here. I'm going to start it out at 15 for choice. You're bidding on one. If you're the winner, you can take two. Hey! Did you not just sell that piece?
It sure looks a lot like it.
That's a water set. But that's kind of similar to it. No, it's different. It's different. Okay, so you're gonna have to put your Andrea Jordy. Okay, put your name in. $20 is bid. I'm gonna show you these. Look at the fish. Have you ever seen a jumping trout, George?
No, I've never seen that piece. Well, no, that's not. I've seen one. Really hard to find.
Oh my God! If I found that tidbit tray, I think I'd pass out. Oh, anyway, this is full of like patterns that's the Charlton line, but it's just totally loaded with illustrations. Everybody likes these books. Now that one's 1907 to 1980. This one is 1970 to 2005. So there's a little repeat in volume 2, 10 years. But very cool. They're my favorite books because you never know, who made a certain mold and if Fenton made it. It's just cool. All right, let me get the music here. Where are we at, George?
We are at $50 with Andrea.
All right, we have that tray too, John. I know. Another thing, I'm glad I didn't look at these books first. I don't have this one, but I think I have the other one. Oh, yeah. LG Wright. Now, I don't know if this is true because I get Wright mixed up with Smith, but I think LG Wright never made their own glass. Oh, but if you read the book, you'll find out. Miniature lamps. Oh, I went to a miniature lamp auction last week. Unbelievable prices.
Someone is asking if this is choice on the book.
It's choice.
Yeah.
It's choice. So we have either one or you can take both. Now, the decades overlap a little. They do. I don't know why, but they do. So this book is a little bit thicker, but this includes, maybe they don't overlap. I don't know. 1970 to 2005, 1907 to 1980. Yeah, they do overlap a little bit. LaDonna, 80 for choice. And we'll go ahead and do the timer. All right. All right, Nancy. Gosh, it was a pleasure seeing you this morning.
Yeah,
have a great day at work.
Have a good day.
The weekend's coming. $80 for choice. And you'll love it. You'll pick it up. And I've said this before. Every time you look at the pages, you'll see something that you missed.
Well, and it's so useful, especially their earlier stuff that they made for other companies. How would you possibly expect to know that those things were Fenton?
Yes.
I mean, you really just have to know. And you will make up the price of the book the first time you buy something really cool that was unidentified.
Yes. Andrea is in at 95. Hi, Twist. All right.
Yeah, I can see LaDonna. She's in one of the groups. And there's
right.
our sold.
Okay, Andrea.
Mm-hmm.
You going to Canada? You want? Oh, sorry, LaDonna. You know, I may have another one of these. I'll look. Andrea, 1 or 2. Andrea is the winner. She can take 1 or 2. Both, please. All right, Andrea. Thank you.
I can understand that. They're hard enough to find, and they're definitely really useful. So.
Yes.
Well, we haven't had a fairy lamp today, and I think it's high time that we should. So we're going to put this one up next, and we will start it at $29, but it is custard glass. It is in wonderful shape, and there is even a nice little votive candle. It is all ready to go, or you could put a black light in it because, of course, like I said, I mainly brought stuff that fluoresces today. So this is in the middle of broad sunlight. I just love these things. I think they're so much fun. We're going to start this one at $29. So the Fenton Hobnail custard glass, glow-in-the-dark uranium glass fairy lamp is starting at $29, and I think we've already got a bid of $30, if I see that right.
Oh, yes.
And so, yeah, neat pieces. I mean, I've been typically selling these in the $65 to $85 range of late, and I was just happy to find another one in good shape. You have to look over your hobnails, of course, because one thing that did happen, sometimes other places to look, you know, people sometimes set these down harshly, and sometimes you'll get little tiny chips around the edges, so we've checked that really well. So you want to check there. You want to check on the bottom in case something got put down harshly, but you can tell this one is in wonderful shape. And then, of course, I always look at the hobs because sometimes people will doink or mess those up. So we've checked this over really well. The condition is wonderful. And we are at $43 with Mars Anderson. It's just a great little piece. I have this in the owl form. I kept the owl because the owl, when they first made it, had a little strip around. You could spin the owl's head and the beak would point to a piece of something on the tape. And one of the things was let George do it. So that ended up being my Fenton piece for my theme. So $45. And gosh, Ann, I'm sorry. I'm not sure why it didn't come up on my channel, but I'm glad you're here on whichever channel you came in on.
Yes.
Karen, we're at $46.
Remember to subscribe to our channels, George the Antique Nomad Live and Rosie's Auction House.
Oh, yes. And thank you. That's a good point. Yeah, if you looked for me on my main channel, no, I have to be on the Antique Nomad Live channel for this to happen. So.
All right, 47 with Mars. And we'll give it just another second. So, yeah, subscribe to either channel. We do 10 at 10s every day. George is always doing stuff on his channel, too. So make sure you subscribe if you haven't to one or both of the channels.
And there is the original warning down in the bottom about how to use the candle, I'm sure.
Yes. All right. And we're going to go ahead and do the timer. I'm sure it's streaming, Twist. We'd hear from Zeno.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. 47 with Mars.
Well, shoot, Twist. We'll see if we can figure something out after.
Yeah. Okay, we have 48 and we're going up.
Someone's going to get a deal on this.
3 seconds left. Deb Fines is our high bidder.
Oh, we'll see where the sold comes in.
All right.
Boy, a whole bunch of bids at the last.
Yes. It looks like Miss Wildlife on my end for 55.
That's what I see too. Well, very good. Thank you, Miss Wildlife. That's wonderful. It's a great piece, and that's a good deal. I think you'll really enjoy having it.
So you said you had to be done at 11:30, and we're just short of. We're just 1 minute over, so I think we better call it a morning, don't you?
Oh, gee, this was so much fun.
We'll have to get you back here on Fenton Friday. I know you have a lot to sell, and I could do another sale.
I understand. So could I, actually. And to tell you the truth, yeah, I forgot 11:30. I forget we're on different time again. So this is great. I have plenty of time.
Oh, well, you want to go some more? I'm up for it.
I'm up for it if you are. I could probably go another half hour.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll do it. We're not saying goodbye yet.
Okay. If you're all right, I'm all right.
Okay, I'm all right.
Okay.
I hope my people didn't leave because they're not used to this. They're used to going home. All right.
Yes. Yeah. Well, we'll do a few more, and if everybody left, well, then we'll just call it a day. But I think we've got some more neat stuff to show you all.
Okay, this is a Diane Barber. This is an opal striped picture signed Diane Barber. I think she was one of the original 8 artists. Don't quote me on that, but I think she was. Yay, yay, yay. Oh, gosh. We're going to start this one at 25. I was all upset because I'm like, boy, he said 11:30. It's 11:30. All right. So this is beautiful. I'm going to measure it. It's bigger than probably it looks. Oops. And we'll see how much that measures. Oh, good. I got some good stuff.
Great.
We'll get a few more lots in. All right. We have 30 with Swifty. Look at the opal stripes in this piece. It is beautiful. Isn't that cute little touch? That little rosebud right under the handle. I think that's pretty. All right. Heidi, did you see I wanted George to bill me?
I got it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And here we go. Love the handle, applied handle. Oh, by the way, it looks like we're going to have a glass blower here the entire weekend for Teak Stock, Mother's Day weekend 2024.
Oh, so cool.
If that all works out, you'll get a chance to blow some glass. Wouldn't that be fun?
Oh, you know, as much as I love glass, and I've been around so many glass blowers, I have never picked up a blowpipe. That would be really cool.
I haven't either. All right. 38 with Swifty. The rosebud. Then you see some around the base of the neck. This is kind of different because usually they put the big bouquet of flowers on the front and one little rosebud on the back. And this has got a pattern all the way around it. Diane Barber is the artist. 44 is bid. Yeah, I think so. I got some other things in the works too. I ain't gonna tell you. I ain't gonna tell you yet. All right. And here is the timer.
Well, the last Teak Stock was so much fun, so I am definitely looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, we moved it up to May because June was really hot. Maybe that'll backfire. Maybe we'll be cold and wanting it to be in June. That's usually how it goes. But man, we roasted in June last year.
Yeah, that sounded a little tough.
All right. Andrea Jordy is in at 48. 15 seconds left on this. $51 with Kim Allen. And here we go. Let's see. You guys are trying to play the game, and it's sold to Andrea Jordy. Usually, we only had timers for the first 3 lots when I go solo. So they're kind of good at that. All right, Andrea Jordy, 55. Thank you, bidders.
Well, it's nice that they all ultimately play well together. So
we do play well together.
They do. We are going to do a choice on these, and they are the last 2 critters I have for today, and they are dogs. And there is a big blue carnival glass dog right there. And that is one choice. And the other one is this brown satin. He's actually milk glass with a brown painted finish on him. So he looks a little more like maybe your dog at home, unless you happen to have a big blue dog. We are going to start these at $19 each. So 19 is the opening price on these.
I think they call that dog a naturalist.
It's a natural dog. I thought this was part of the natural line because it's the ones that are supposed to look realistic tend to be in the natural line, and the natural line actually tends to do pretty well in general because a lot of people like that. And this one is actually painted by isn't it Marion Wagner?
Marilyn Wagner just passed away.
Marilyn.
Oh my God,
right.
That's a game changer. Let's see that one again.
Okay.
That's okay. Marilyn Wagner. She just passed away. That is a good one. They're both nice dogs, but that's a Marilyn Wagner. So
Very good.
Is she passed away probably 2 months ago.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I knew I had heard you speaking of her, and I didn't realize it was because she was gone.
Yes, and she's one of the most sought after artists. I would say she probably behind Louise Piper. She is one of the most. She's the most sought after artist, and she has. She's painted through the years, but more recently she got macular degeneration and a bit of dementia. So she kind of quit painting probably, I don't know, 5-10 years ago. But her items, since she has passed away, have just skyrocketed. And these are a great investment piece. I can't tell you enough about picking up anything with the M. Wagner signature on the bottom. I'm going to start the music here. I'm sorry. You floored me.
Oh, well, thank you. I have to admit, I was surprised by that too. I just got this big collection. I had not picked that piece up, but you folks know as much or more than I could ever hope to about these folks. And so I'm really glad I brought it here.
Oh, so cool. Of course, now, the blue iridized one. The blue iridized one's cool too, because you don't see dogs very often, and that color is exceptional in that one. Look at the colors it throws.
It does have a lot of nice color to it, and I thought that part made it interesting. But of course, because it's an iridized piece, it doesn't have an artist signature. So that will be the difference on those.
$60.
I've got to learn the hand model thing. How do we do this? There we go.
Her art will live on. Rest in peace, Marilyn. Yes, if you look at my short channel, you'll find an interview that I did with Marilyn, a segment of it. Just a delightful, delightful woman. She'd put a smile on your face. So much warmth from Marilyn. She was just.
I'm sorry, I didn't get to meet her.
$70 with Jacqueline. We'll put the timer on just a minute. We're giving you a chance a little bit longer on the dogs. They are hard to find. Jacqueline is in at 70. 71 with Susie. All right, I think it's all right. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and put the timer on. Sometimes I miss conversations. I don't mean to, but it's going so fast. So if I don't say something about a comment, I just missed it. All right. Yeah. The dogs are hard to find. And then, of course, their tails, you know, they're not in perfect shape. Sometimes they get knocked off. All right, 76, Susie. So one is Maryland, and the other one is a beautiful blue iridized carnival. 76, 80. $80 with Jacqueline. 85 with Pamela.
Okay. We're waiting for that sold to come up, and then, ooh, Christine Smith at 129. Well, I have a feeling I know which one Christine is getting.
Yes. Christine, you want the Marilyn Wagner, correct, sweetie? I would say everybody was after the Marilyn.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
Well, I would suggest doing the timer on the other dog.
Yep. Let's just start him at a starting price and do the timer on him. I think that sounds great.
All right. Everybody wanted Marilyn. So this dog's got to find a home, and look at he's wanting to go. So we'll start him at 35 and we'll do timer on him. So move quickly. All right. 35 is bid.
There we go. We'll get him in focus.
And thank you, bidders, for bidding on the Marilyn. I know you appreciate her work.
Well, yes. Thank you for helping educate me, too, because I knew that she was someone important, but I did not realize that she wasn't with us anymore. So
wow,
I'll be looking for Marilyn.
Look at the color in that dog. 37, glowy. He is
beautiful.
Glowy
girl. Boy, have we had a lot of glowy stuff for you today.
Yes. 38, Susie Johnson. Remember, timer and out. No fooling. 5 seconds left.
Yep, we're almost there, folks.
It almost
looks purple. Yeah,
I thought maybe that it was plum when I saw pictures of it.
Yeah, it's definitely a cobalt blue, but it's got a really good purpley iridescence on it. And we are sold. And I think Pamela Commons was the first one at 40.
Yes, she was.
Okay, Pamela, this one is for you. And I will put it aside.
Okay, what a treat. I just unpacked this. Look at the opal design under the ring of this vase. This is a beaded melon, which are so popular right now. And it is B. Williams, but it's also signed by Thomas Fenton, and it's numbered. But what is really cool is how that opal collected under that ring. I think that is so pretty.
Yeah, it's really different. The whole top is opalescent. It doesn't bleed out.
Yes. I love how it just caught the top. It's so cool. We're going to start this at 25 and go. It is beaded melon. And it is 6 inches. I actually just unboxed this, but I don't know as I got the box in here. Swifty is in at 25. And look at the flowers on every panel. There is something painted. But what is really cool, besides being beaded melon, and it does look like a melon. There's the little beads. But it's that way the opal collected each one of those melons. Each one of those. I don't know if you'd call it melons, but anyway, you know what I mean. All right, here we go. Let We got some bidding. Great.
Yeah, I like the way the opalescent came up with on those ribs. It's an interesting thing because it's a color changing process done with a chemical, and so they can control where it goes to a certain point, but some of it is just where it ends up, it ends up.
Yeah. And it's just cool. Yes, Trudy will be here tomorrow night with her last Halloween. Then after Trudy's sale tonight, after Halloween, we do Merry Mondays. So everything will be Christmas at 8 o'clock. Trudy and I are going to go back and forth on the Christmases. George, you're welcome to join us anytime you want. But we're going to do that back and forth. And the 5th Merry Monday, Trudy and I sell together. So it's not all. Some of it is when I come on, I'll do a variety. But Merry Mondays will start the Monday after Halloween or thereafter, pretty close. Dawn is in at 32. 35, Kathy G. Well, thank you, Tammy. Hey, funny girl. Nice to see ya. We have 35 with Kathy G, and we'll go ahead and do the timer. So this is a very nice piece. It is in French opal, but this is so different in here. Oh, happy birthday, Twist.
Oh, that's great. Happy birthday.
Yarn Nut is at 40. And 15 seconds left. And up and up and up we go. 5 seconds left. All right. And let's do the sold. All right. Yarn.
Hey.
I do not know you. So here is my email. Just email me. Tell me you won the beaded melon vase and we'll be all set. I got to sing happy birthday. It's just something I got to do. Yarn Nut. Let me know if you got that email, okay? You won that one. And you got it for 40 even. Awesome. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Twist. Happy birthday to you. Awesome. You got a duet. All right.
I didn't want to overpower because she's got the singing voice. Well, I thought it would be fun because I know we've got a lot or two left. So I'm going to go ahead and put this gal up because she was front and center in my thumbnail. So I definitely need to put her on today. This is the Fenton ballerina, and this is in Burmese. It looks like custard, but when you get up close, then you can see the pink from the Burmese in her gown and at some of the tips. And this one, we're going to start this at $25. So 25 is the opening bid on her. Yes, she is worth considerably more, but we're going to just let her start out and see where she goes. She is 6 1/4 inches tall. I've always liked this piece. It's got the double signature, the family signature above, hand painted by V. Van Zyl is our artist on this one.
All right.
And I've just always thought she was really pretty. I like the use of the overshot glass here for the bodice. And you get that out here too. So you do have some frit. And then the hand painting of the roses up the whole piece, I just think is really something interesting. And if I can find my black light in this. Yes, she also glows. So if you would like her to be a bright green ballerina, she would be happy to be a bright green ballerina for you. I always thought this piece was really cool. There's just something about it, the way that with the gown and the way she's kicked her foot up in there, it just has a lot of motion and it's a great eye director. I always like to put these in the center of a display because then it points the eye in different directions so you see other things. I just think they're really cool.
Yes, I have to tell you, the frit and the little beaded headband is something that is very rare. I've never seen that.
It's different. Yeah, we don't see this treatment nearly as much. This is a fairly late production piece for them, so they were really jazzing them up a lot.
Yes. Also, and I have to tell you, be very careful of this piece. It can be tippy, and you'll find a lot of these with a broken foot. So
Yes.
She's kind of off-centered. You want to make sure you got her in a nice flat area, and maybe put a doily or something. She's not necessarily going to fall over, but you can see she's not real centered, and so that's what makes this one even more rare.
If you have pets or that sort of thing,
Yes.
you might want to be concerned. There's a wonderful product, by the way, and this is a free plug for them because I just buy it and use it. I don't get anything from them for saying this.
Mm-hmm.
In the East, it's called Museum Hold or Quake Hold in the West, or Museum Gel or Quake Gel, and it's just fantastic. You put a little on the bottom. I had an earthquake in Seattle, and I did not lose anything because I had a little bit of the gel on the bottom of every single piece, and the 7.0 shook the whole house, and everything just sat there.
Yeah, it is called Museum Gel or Museum Glue, and well worth it, especially for pieces like this, or like you said, you just don't know
Yes.
what can happen. Look at my house; a tree fell through the top.
Ugh. Yeah,
So
exactly.
You never know. Quake putty. Yeah, I've heard it called museum glue, but it may be different names. But
they call it, if you're on the West Coast where they have more earthquakes, it's called Quake Hold, and if it's elsewhere, it's Museum Hold. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. Although it's funny, I'm in Western Kentucky right now, and they almost never have earthquakes except for the really, really bad one that happened 200 years ago that was bigger than any that they've ever recorded. So I just don't take my chances.
Oh, no. All right, $75 this bid.
And we're just about through on her. And it looks to me like we are just waiting for that sold. And Antiques for You. This is for you. So thank you so much.
All right. Okay. This has been stored in the storehouse. I was going to put it in our antique stock auction in May, but I thought if you wanted to see something you haven't come across every day, it's this one. And I decided to bring it out. So it's kind of a Charlton patchwork. I don't know what. I've never seen it before. It's a decut, and it's the taller basket with the silver crust, but it's opaque glass. It's not melt glass. And I've seen the mold, but I've never seen this pattern before. So we're going to put this up, and it is 11 inches tall, so it's quite large. And we'll start this one out at 25 and go, and you'll be hard pressed to find it. Where it is.
That is cool.
It is. I've never
see, and it's more of a clam broth.
Yeah. So 25 to start it. I've never seen it. And here we go. And I sell a lot of Fenton. So if I say I haven't seen it, I can pretty much say it's rare or scarce. Which one, George?
Scarce unless they only made this many.
Okay. So there it is, $25, 11 inches tall. It's bigger than you think. It's a nice swirled handle.
Yeah, that actually is pretty substantial.
Yes. It's very cool. And the artist is D. Cutshaw. There are several Cutshaws that painted. Jump on this one. Okay, here we go. 30 with Dawn, 32 with, how do you say that?
Anglia.
Anglia. Okay. 35 with Tammy. Beautiful silver crest.
That really is interesting. I like the painting too. It's got a real country feel to it.
Yes. And you can't, I mean, you can see through it, which is really cool. You could put a tea light in there. It's hand painted by D. Cutshaw. We have $40 with Swifty. And it's just cute. I only, when I work on the auctions, the live auctions for Teak Stock, I try to put stuff that I haven't seen or that's really cool. And this was picked for it. Last minute, I decided to bring it on. So here we go with the timer. And 42 with Tammy. So Tammy's in at 42 and 30 seconds and out. So again, remember to subscribe to both our channels. Don't miss tomorrow night with Trudy. Even if you're just starting in Fenton, it's so fun to listen to an artist who has been there and to hear the stories about what happened in Fenton, and it's just fun. So stop by tomorrow night. She does Whimsical Halloween on repurposed Fenton glass. I think you'd love it. And that is going to be tomorrow night at 8 on the Rosie channel. All right.
Is that a gold stripe or a yellow stripe? Someone's
it's
wondering.
Yellow.
Yellow. Okay.
All right. It looks like Christine Smith for 53.
Ah, very good. Well, that's a really unusual piece. So
yes.
I think you're going to have a lot of fun with that. And gosh, I guess we're getting to that point. I guess maybe this should be my last one, huh?
Okay.
So I'm going to pick this one because I just think this is really beautiful, and I've been staring at it all day, and I couldn't decide because I kind of secretly like it and kind of want to keep it, but I'm not going to sale. And it's this basket. And I just thought this one was so neat because I love that it's Burmese. And yes, we'll do the glow test here in a minute, but it's 8.5 inches tall. I just really like the shape at the bottom, the way it flares out, and then this twist optic going through it where the Rosaline is really controlled into a color. I just thought everything about that was really neat. It's not going to have an artist name because it's not hand painted. This is all done in the glass, and it's got its original tag. And we're going to start at just $29 on this and see where it goes. I honestly think it's a much better piece than that, but I haven't had this one before, so I don't really know what they quote unquote should go for. I just know that I thought this one was just really pretty. And
that's a hard one to find, that's for sure.
Well, and for the people who said thank you for bringing so much pretty glass, well, thank you for inspiring us to do it because, I really I came into another collection of Fenton that was really nice, and Heidi was so generous. I said, oh my gosh, I really need to get this out where people can see it. And she said, why don't you come on the show on Friday? So thank you so much for that. It's been very nice. And what a great bunch of people in the morning. Some of them I recognize. Some of them, of course, I'm not usually up this early. So
you got the whole day ahead of you now, George. That's why I
know.
like.
Well, Beth Kemper is coming to see me about some things too. So I have a day planned. There's our tag with the, you can read Burmese on it, made with pure gold and uranium. They were smart by then. They were just telling everybody, hey, you know what? This is what's in it. This is what makes it nice. I just think this is a really lovely piece. I don't have the handler's information to tell you who put this basket handle on, but someone will recognize that out there.
48 with Swifty. This is a taller basket too. I think this is more like 9 inches, 10 inches.
It's close to 9 inches. Yeah, it's 8 3/4, I think. And yes, it's definitely taller. When you compare it to the one I sold earlier, look at the difference in size. So
57 with Mary Jolie. Hi, Mary. How's the weather in Erie, Michigan? Right on the water, close to the water. We have $60 with Marcy.
And if you're ready to run that timer, I'm ready when you are.
Okay. And here we go. 68 is bid with Mary. 30 seconds and out. I'm getting hungry.
Yeah, me too. As much fun as this is, yes, it's a long morning without breakfast, so we'll have to do something about that.
All right, 69 with Deb Fines. You want to be an old lady glow girl?
You're allowed. You can glow at any age.
We have 10 seconds left. 69 with Deb Fines. And we are going to shut her down.
Just waiting for that sold, and we'll find out who our new owner is. Oh, a whole lot of folks at the last minute, but it looks to me that Mary Jolie got it for 75.
Yes. All right, Mary, here is the antique nomad at gmail.com. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mary and Bill are awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Mary. All right, there is his email for you, Mary, so you can just shoot him a line. All right. So now, is it time to go, George?
Well, I will wait if you want to run one more lot.
No, that's okay.
Are you sure? Okay. I guess, well, we've been on for 2 hours now, so I think we did pretty well.
Okay. So once again, make sure that you get our emails correct. If you need to get a hold of us, the antique nomad at gmail.com, rosiesauctionhouse at gmail.com. Stay tuned tomorrow night for a Trudy sale at 8 p.m. And we so enjoyed having you here. We were very close to 200. It was a lot of fun. And George, thanks so much for coming this morning.
Thank you so much for having me. I really, really appreciate it. It's just always so great to share all of this with everybody it's such a wonderful group of people who really love and understand this. So it's just always a pleasure.
Okay, everybody, we will see you tomorrow night with Trudy, and that's 8 o'clock. Have a great Friday and Saturday. Later, Gators.